His wife found out her husband was cheating on her the day before they left for a 2-week vacation to Italy. She didn't immediately confront him because she came up with a genius plan. Next day, as they were boarding in first class, she asked him if he wanted a sleeping pill so that he could sleep through the takeoff, which he was scared of. He said yes and fell asleep as soon as they sat down, but before everybody was finished boarding, she gathered up all of his belongings, phone, wallet, keys, and got off the plane.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omaomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are talking about how some women act after they find out that their partner has been cheating. Now, before we continue this video, I have to leave this disclaimer. This video and channel does not support or encourage any form of violence, abusive behavior, or bullying. Now, people react in different ways when they find out that their partner has been unfaithful. And in this video, we're going to check out some of the reaction that some women had when they discovered that their partner has been unfaithful. Now, some of the reaction and the action that some people took left me going like, what the heck?
Y'all saw that video of that woman found out her husband was cheating on her, found out her man was cheating on her? Baby, she sold the whole house from up underneath him, moved that bitch, and moved the whole house. It was a mobile home. It was one of them decked out mobile homes, one of the newer mobile homes. Yeah. Sold that bitch out from underneath him while he was at work on an 8-hour shift. That man returned home to an empty lot. God says, since you don't like your family and you don't want your home, you out there dibbling dabbling. Oh, you playing family man, huh? With a whole nother family other than the one I gave you. Losing your family, the home, and the lot it stood on. When the Lord says, what you give a woman, she will multiply by 10. Believe his ass the first time. You give a woman good vibes, you give a woman happiness and peace, she gonna multiply it by 10. You give a woman pain and suffering, she gonna multiply that shit by 10. The revenge wasn't served cold, baby. It was served ice. It was served frozen. She got an ice box where her heart used to be. The man pulled up to the lot and her phone number was changed. She got a whole new phone number. Disconnected the line. I bet you she disconnected that line before she moved that house. They was on their way. They was putting that shit on the flatbed truck while she was at the store up the street. She was at T-Mobile, AT&T getting the number changed. I bet you she didn't even go into the store to get the number changed. She called and was standing there watching them put the house on the flatbed and said, go ahead and change that number. Disconnect my number from that family plan. Okay? Give me a brand new number. Because I'm out this motherfucker. The revenge was served ice cold. God is putting you niggas on notice. Play with somebody else's daughters. Because his is not to be fucking toyed with. Do you hear me? Not to be fucking toyed with. Fight.
His wife found out her husband was cheating on her the day before they left for a 2-week vacation to Italy. She didn't immediately confront him because she came up with a genius plan. Next day, as they were boarding in first class, she asked him if he wanted a sleeping pill so that he could sleep through the takeoff, which he was scared of. He said yes and fell asleep as soon as they sat down, but before everybody was finished boarding, she gathered up all of his belongings, phone, wallet, keys, and got off the plane. When the guy wakes up somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean, he realizes that his wife is no longer next to him and he can't find his wallet, phone, or keys. A few hours later, he lands in a country where he doesn't speak the language, without a phone, without any money. Now he's able to remember what hotel he's staying at, so he went there to see if there was anything he could do. But after his wife got off the plane in California, she called the hotel and canceled their reservation. But the front desk, they just think he's a crazy person talking about some reservation with a name of an ID that he doesn't even have. He doesn't have anybody's phone number memorized, and it takes him a full day for somebody to let them use their email so that he can send an email back home and let someone know what's going on. He contacted his dad, who thought it was a scam because, like, why would his son be in another country without any phone or money and not be contacting his wife? This guy ended up having to take a job at a winery doing hard labor, which is something he had never done in his entire life, until he could save up enough money to hop on a boat and get back to America. During his holiday in Europe, she came to my office and we decided to draw up some paperwork so that the minute he got back to his house, we could serve him with divorce paperwork. On top of that, he wasn't able to go back to work because they had already replaced him when they thought he just disappeared off the face of the planet and wasn't responding to any of their texts or phone calls.
This one time we bought a house to flip and it was a revenge sale from the wife, like having revenge against the husband. I want to tell you all about this crazy ass story. So I'm a 7-figure house flipper in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I flip houses with my husband, but I'm also a realtor. Like, that's my roots into getting into the real estate business. So I get a call a couple of years back from a lady who wants to sell her house with her husband. She was really, really insistent on getting the process and getting the ball rolling really quickly. So we got the whole process started and then nothing. Like, she went crickets. She literally disappeared off my radar. I just thought she was somebody kicking tires and wasting my time for 2 years. I did not hear from this woman for 2 years. She pops back up on the scene, texts me out of the blue and was like, hey, do you remember me? You were going to list my house with my husband and then something happened and we weren't able to do it. Anyway, I'm back and I need you to come by, like ASAP. By this time, because it's a couple of years down the road, we are full blown like into our flipping business. I'm not really selling houses anymore because I really like coach, trade, and mentor realtors instead of selling houses myself. So I go over to her house and she's like, hey, I've been following you, all these years on Instagram. I see that you flip houses now. I think that route might be better for us than us actually like selling our house and you listing it and acting as our realtor. So we go through the whole house. We go through everything. We go over the numbers and I'm like, this is what I would list it for if I was going to list it. But then this is what I would sell it for if I'm going to actually buy it as a flipper. And obviously that number is going to be way lower. So I wholly expected for her to go for this other number, but she didn't. So she's like, no, we're going to go with the other number because we need to get a move on this really, really fast. Like, we got to go. Everything was kind of weird during the entire walkthrough as well. I noticed that, like, they weren't really talking much. So I go on and I'll be nosy because I'm a nosy bitch. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's the route we're going to go, I'll go ahead and get the offer sent over to you guys. But tell me, like, where are you guys going to be moving? Because now I got my realtor hat on, too. Because I'm like, if y'all selling this house, y'all got to go somewhere else. So maybe I can get a commission out of that and help y'all move somewhere. And very quickly, she was like, oh, no, girl. We ain't moving anywhere together because, no, we're getting divorced. And I was like, oh, okay, well then do you need somewhere to live and then he needs somewhere to live? Because now I got 2 clients. I can hook up both of y'all with somewhere to stay. So meanwhile, he's over in the corner looking like a sad puppy because obviously she's like steadfast on we getting divorced, and he kind of don't look like he wants to get a divorce, but he's like, I got to roll with the punches. And it obviously looked like he was in trouble. So anyway, I go on through the process and I'm like, okay, whenever I get home, make it back to the office, then I'll write up the offer and get it over to you. I need your email address. I need his email address so I can send it over to both of you guys to sign. She's like, yeah, whatever. And like shoots me out the door. And that was that. About 5 minutes later though, she calls me and she's like, hey, you know how you said you're going to send the offer to both of us? Only send the offer to me. Only send it to my email. And I'm like, but y'all married. So I got to send it to both of y'all because the house is in both of y'all's names. And she was like, no, the house is only in my name. I bought this house before I married him. This is technically my house. And yes, while he's lived in it as this being his homestead, you ain't got to send it to him. And I'm like, but I do have to send it to him because both of you guys have to sign off on this or this could become an issue with the title company, blah, 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 right? She was like, oh, no. She was like, what you need to understand is this. He got caught cheating. He got caught cheating in my house. And so he has to pay for his decisions. And one of the ways that he's going to pay is this house is getting sold and he's not getting any of the proceeds. I'm like, no, we can't do that, ma'am. Like, that's illegal in Texas. It's community property state. Even though this house was yours when you bought it, if he's lived there and it's been his homestead for at least 6 months, then he gets like half and he has to sign off on the title. And that's just how this works. She was like, don't worry. I already talked to an attorney at a title company. And she was like, in the divorce decree, because he got caught cheating and he felt so bad, he didn't have anything to do with the divorce decree. So I wrote up the entire divorce decree and I made sure that the clause in the divorce decree says that I'm granted the house, and he just signed it. He didn't even read it. He just signed it. So he doesn't even realize he signed all of the rights over to me, and that's that. So send me the offer so I can get it signed. Thank you. Sent the offer over. She sent me a copy of the divorce decree. We submitted the offer and the divorce decree to the title company. Title came back clear. All was well.
Now, I really thought I was crazy. I thought I could do some crazy things. Peradventure that I find out that my partner is going crazy and acting a fool and being unfaithful. But no, some of these women were over the top. Now, the lady that sold their home, their mobile home, when her husband was working, I was like, man, the only thing I could have thought of was maybe change the locks and then kick out his things or throw out his things. But what I was watching is she was saying that when she found that, I think she found out long before she did that, long before she sold the mobile home, she found that she was like, okay, I'm out of this. And I think she said she has been in the relationship for like 23 years. So I feel, from what she said, she found out. I don't know if she confronted him then, but when she was ready to leave the relationship, when she was ready to leave the marriage, she sold the house when he was at work. And then she later found someone that was good to her on a dating app. So now she's engaged and she's preparing to get married, and she's happy with her now partner. She feels like he is much more better than her old partner, and I'm happy for her that things are working out for her. Now, the other lady that found out that her husband was cheating a day before they were going on a vacation to Italy and made him take a sleeping pill. She suggested it, he took it, she didn't force him, and then packed all his property and hopped off the airplane and allowed him to go to another country with no phone, no wallet, nothing, no document. She even went a bit further to cancel the reservation, so he had nowhere to stay. That was diabolical. Oh, that was how did she think about it? Because she found out a day and her mind went through all that. Some people will be confused, will be crying, will be out of it. She went on super revenge mode. Man, nah, that was a bit too much for me. It was just, oh, diabolical, like I said. I don't think the decision of the other lady that told her husband that they are still going to stay married, they are going to continue to be married, but they are going to be seeing other people, was kind of a good decision for me personally. That's what I feel. I just feel like that doesn't really like make sense. She said, don't bring any babies, don't bring any diseases. I don't understand. There is a possibility of babies being brought and diseases being brought. So I don't know why she would want to put herself in that situation. I don't know, maybe it was just a knee-jerk reaction or something, I don't know. But that decision was a no to me. Now, like I said, I can be crazy at times, but lately, as I'm growing up, and when I remember some things that happened when I was growing up, especially with my mom and my male parent, there was a time she confronted him because of his cheating ways, and she did something like she took the money that he never ever has for us and that he brought, and the man really like held her neck and against the wall, and it was such an embarrassing and very annoying experience. I just realized that I don't want to put myself in that kind of situation when someone is trying to like almost unalive me because I'm confronting the person that the person is unfaithful and the rest. So personally, I feel like changing the locks and throwing the person's things out is safer. Then you can confront the person outside in front of everybody, or just up and leaving. Like if it's a house that we have to sell, I would just change the location and then we'll sell it, because some men are crazy right now. A lot of things are happening because of some men don't know how to manage their anger. Now, there's a recent case of this Kenyan lady. I believe it's Kenyan or Uganda. She's an African lady. She just competed in the Olympics. Who her ex-boyfriend poured gasoline, fuel, petrol, whatever you call it in your country, on her and burnt her. Now, before she eventually died, they said she had like 70% burn. When I saw it, I was like, hey, I don't know. As a pharmacist, you begin to think of the chances of her surviving. I was like, hey, I hope she really survives. But 70% was very much, and she eventually did not survive. While I think he also poured the fuel and lit himself together with her, and he now has like 30% burn, and the last time I checked he was still alive and in ICU, just because I'm sure because she was progressing. She went to Paris, she went to Olympic. Even if she did not win any medal, she still represented the country. She was doing better than him, and he just decided that he was going to unalive her. And she has kids, and I think I read in one of the articles that one of the kids wanted to like go and save her or something, and he held her back or something. It was just, I couldn't continue reading it, but it's just funny. That's one of the reasons why I just said I cannot be doing the confrontation that I thought I could do, because some guys are just crazy. So it's better for me to like step out of that situation far and be doing my confrontation from afar and troubling the person from afar, because some guys are funny, like funny. Growing up, you really not used to hear a lot of this nonsense, but any small thing now, some people are just unaliving women. There's another recent case that happened in Nigeria. This child, because it's a child, it's about maybe 1921 or something, and he unalived his ex-girlfriend in 2018. I don't know what happened that he covered up the nonsense. He unalived his own blood sister in 2020. Now in 2024, he unalived another friend, a female friend. And I'm wondering, what did these girls do to you? What? Like, and when they were looking for the last one he unalived this year, 2024, he was saying, oh, God will bring her back. This, and I'm like, wow. It's so much issue with some men not knowing how to just respond to rejection from women. And it's just So annoying. So this confrontation that a lot of people will do, you'll be fighting, you'll be, no, I don't think I can do that anymore, because some people are the weapon formed against you. So I rather up and leave and avoid any direct confrontation. If we want to have any confrontation, let's have it in court. Let's have it in the police station. Let's have it in a secure environment, and I will move. Some people will leave their partner after they've cheated, and then the partner will come to their workplace and be a menace to them, be a nuisance. I've read a situation where someone left an abusive partner and he came to our workplace and unalived her. It's just incredible how, I don't know what exactly I'm going to say, whether it's the upbringing or it's the mentality or something. A guy was trying to use an excuse of maybe that guy that unalived 3 people, that's the 2018, 2020, 2024, maybe he was frustrated because he didn't have money. Meanwhile, this person was kidnapping people and then collecting ransom. Even if he didn't have money, how is that an excuse for somebody doing such horrendous acts? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And then you hear some guys saying that, oh, it's good that women are being unalived. I've seen so many things. If I can get some of the screenshots or videos of people saying those things, I'm going to put it up, because it is horrible, some things that some guys are saying. So personally, all this confrontation, I cannot do it anymore, because people are crazy. Some men are crazy. I'm going to try and avoid such situation. Hopefully it never happens to me, but I would advise that if you want to confront anybody that is being unfaithful, try and do it in a safe space. Try and do it when you are secure, when you are not going to be harmed, because there are some guys that are crazy, which is why some people are choosing the bear. Anyway, that is my own thoughts about this whole situation. I don't know what you guys think about it. Do you think that confronting an unfaithful partner, the way some of these ladies did, is okay? Do you think the best thing is to just walk away, separate yourself from the person, and not have anything to do with the person, so that you don't trigger any dangerous reaction from the partner? Any which way, I would love to hear your thoughts about this whole situation. So please leave your comments in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.